Hello everyone and welcome back to Sailing Whitehawk. Last episode we had spent the summer months in Yamba in Iluka, New South Wales and cruised the very interesting and pretty Clarence River. This episode we start our migration north again with our first stop at Gold Coast City Marina for some planned boat works and take the opportunity to head home for a surprise visit to family. We tour lovely Moreton Bay, visit the wonderful Tangalooma wrecks, enjoy time at the Lagoon Escapade. We spent longer than we expected in this area, mainly due to weather and some unplanned boat issues. However, it turned out to be a lovely experience and I do hope you liked the episode. Well, it looks like our trip to Gold Coast is going to be a slow one, which is good because we need to catch the incoming tide at the Gold Coast Seaway, and that's a 24-hour thing from Yamba.
About 20 at least. 20.
Yeah, around that anyway. So yeah, we have a glass off. There's a little ripple of wind there, so hopefully it'll fill in a bit later. But honestly, it was so hot getting out of Yamba this morning. No wind and it was humid and we were both drenched in sweat. So we're actually really glad to be out and going. There's a tiny bit of breeze. But yes, as I said, very sad to be leaving Yamba.
Well, it started off very light conditions this morning, but it has picked up. We're getting about 8 to 10 knots of breeze now on the beam, and it's great. We're doing about between 5.5 knots with the main and the headsail up, and just perfect conditions. Probably one of the nicest sails we've had since we got the boat, and slowly making our way to Gold Coast.
Been a beautiful sail today. Got the motor on now, but it's been really pleasant. We had a really great sort of mid-morning through to now sort of sail. Taking the mainsail down. It's going to get very light this evening, so we just thought we'd do it in the daylight. But some of us are working harder than others, just enjoying the breeze and the shade at the front of the boat. But the new trampoline is awesome and very solid, very level. Don't roll into the middle like we did before. So yeah, it's been a really lovely day. Should be a pretty calm night. Just chunking our way to the Gold Coast. Hi everyone, welcome to night shift. It's just going 1 in the morning, even though the nav says 12, it's on Brisbane time. We've had a really good sail this morning, but the wind gave out, so we've got the motor on. The tide against us, current against us, which is quite significant, so we're only averaging probably 3 if we're lucky, but that's not so bad because we don't want to get in too early anyway at the Seaway, Gold Coast Seaway. But it's a beautiful night. Full moon, a bit sloppy, but get that on the big jobs. Tide turns at about 3:30 this morning, so hopefully we'll get a bit more speed up later on. Right now. Good morning. What a beautiful sunrise. On Tweed Heads, and then another couple of hours past Tweed to the Gold Coast. Very easy entry. There is a swell running, but it's neither here nor there. Lovely. I must pay tribute to Trevor's passage planning at this point. He's very good at that, and we've never had a bum entry. proud of him. He gets it right every time. On you, Trev.
On ya.
Morning, everybody. We're going to move from where we overnighted last night, which was very lovely. But there's not much there. Peaceful as it is, and it was beautiful. But we're going to move up to Paradise Point and just check out that. Just want to have a look around the Gold Coast, really. We haven't really said much good about it because it's not really our style, but there's no denying the waterway is very beautiful. We've just left Gold Coast City Marina. We've been there for about 3 weeks, having some work done, a surprise visit back to Perth, and sitting out some bad weather, but it has cleared up beautifully now, and we're on our way back to north, or going north again. And tonight we're going to stop at Tipler's. Tipler's is a very famous pub on the on South Stratty, on the Broadwater, Gold Coast. Can't recommend Gold Coast City Marina highly enough. They were fantastic guys. The workmen were awesome, over and above. So we're very happy to be on our way again, because we've had enough of being in a marina, as you can imagine.
So here we are at Tipler's, which is on South Stradbroke Island. Lovely little cafe bar there. We had an acai bowl for lunch, and it's just a beautiful afternoon. Unfortunately, the mozzies and the sandflies agree with us. They're very happy to come and join us for the afternoon. So we've just shut all the windows, and we've got the fans on because it's not overly hot tonight. So hopefully we've caught them outside, not inside. But just a lovely little place.
Bit sad. Cormorant, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like a shag.
I was just saying to Trev recently, you never ever see dead birds anywhere, or very rarely.
That puts the lie to that theory.
Yeah, it's that theory up in smoke. It's a beautiful morning. No wind again, but no complaints. It's a very lovely day on a Sunday, which means there's going to be lots of boats about, especially at Horseshoe Bay. But that's the price you pay for living in paradise.
So we've arrived at Horseshoe Bay, and it's pretty crowded. Beautiful day, Sunday, and I think half of Brisbane's here. So we're just waiting on Sharon and Gav on Astrid the Wombat, because they've promised they're going to cook us some bacon and egg muffins for breakfast, and then I'm going to make the coffee. Looking good.
Here come our friends Gav and Sharon for coffee. Just had a beautiful brekkie with them. They come in and we're having a progressive breakfast. So now they're arriving for coffee. That's their boat, Astrid the Wombat, out there. You're not photographing me, photographing you, are you?
So, leaving Peel Island after a fun morning with Gav and Sharon from sailing Astrid the Wombat. We'll put a link to their YouTube channel at the bottom in the comments. Peel's lovely, but gee whiz, it's busy and there's a lot of boats whizzing here and there. It's just not that comfortable, so we're going to head across to Moreton Island to an anchorage called the Sandhills and spend the night there. That's about 2 hours away from Tangalooma and the wrecks, which we're hoping to snorkel tomorrow. Just a beautiful day, and we should be there in about 3.5 hours.
Arriving at our anchorage for tonight, and this is called the Sandhills for obvious reasons, and it's just south of Tangalooma. We're going to go up to Tangalooma tomorrow and hopefully have a snorkel on the wrecks, but this is a very pretty spot, perfect for this wind, and hopefully we have a nice quiet night. Anywho, this is us. So these are the wrecks. They're 300 metres in length, and they were sunk between 1964 and 84 to provide emergency shelter on the side of the island. There used to be a whaling station over here, so it was providing shelter for them. And quite iconic, quite busy, as you can see, lots of boats about. It's a Monday, and so yeah, it can be very busy. Lots of people in the water, lots of dinghies, lots of little boats. This flat bottom boat's reversing into us. That's interesting. See where he's going to go in a minute. Yeah, it's all very tight and tidy, I would say. But easy distance swimming to the beach from the beach, which is just over there. So our friends are further up. We're going to go and anchor near them, and then we're going to bring the dinghy down and have a swim and have a look. Looks good, very interesting. morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
We've just left Tangalooma and had a beautiful night there. Breeze was non-existent, very flat and calm. In the morning it gets up because there's a lot of traffic around and the chop comes in, but it was really lovely. The snorkeling was fantastic, and we're now heading over to Bribie Island, which is somewhere we haven't been before. We're going to spend a night or two there, and then we're going to head up to the Brisbane River.
It's getting quite windy on Friday, so we thought the river might be a nice shelter spot.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to see as far as we can go and take advantage of what's on the river. So that's our plan for the next few days.
Thanks.
Thanks.
For all your help. Yes.
Okay, bye.
So here we are at beautiful Bribie Island, looking back down Thomas Stone Passage. That's a little dinghy jetty there. Nice walk to fish and chip shops, cafes. There's a bakery there that does coffees for breakfast in the morning. Bolo. Had a lovely lunch there today. And this is the river for the passage. Just beautiful. I think we could be very comfortable here for a couple of days until the windy weather sets in. And the sun's just setting on a beautiful day.
Hi everyone.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Today is my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, that's good. So I have been asked by many if I'm doing anything special today. So this is what I'm doing. It's pretty special. It's beautiful. Every day special. And we're heading over to Peel Island for a night. We've just had a week at Ravy Bay Marina. Had some bad weather blow up over last weekend, so we just tucked in there. Got all our stuff done, and now we're just going to head back to Lazaret Gutter, where we were before for a couple of days, and then heading up to a place called Blue Hole, which we haven't been to before, which will be lovely. And we'll take you on a little trip then. Until then, happy birthday to me!
Happy birthday.
Unfortunately, the weather at Tangalooma was forecast to be pretty rough, and we left a day early. We headed over to Newport and found this lovely pond where we stayed for a couple of days and had amazing facilities. After that, we headed up to Bribie Island for the overnight trip up to Gari and on the Fraser Coast. So we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.